here from Digital Oasis, and today I'm blessed with our very own Khushbu. Khushbu, how are you going?
Thank you. I'm good, fine. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Khushbu. So, guys, in case you all didn't know, Khushbu's been working with us for how long now? Almost 8-9 months, right?
Not that but 6 to 7 months.
6 to 7, oh wow, 6 or 7 months. But I can tell you now, it feels almost like 2-3 years. Yeah.
Exactly.
Crazy, awesome. Well, yeah, I guess today we want to, talk about PMAX campaigns, right? They're the next big thing in Google, right? Google, everyone's talking about PMAX potentially replacing your shopping campaigns and stuff like that. And, is it going to replace your shopping campaigns? Well, what's happening? So I guess, let's start with sort of the basic question, right? And that is, what are PMAX campaigns?
Okay, so PMAX campaign is basically a campaign that that covers everything. So whenever we are running Google ads, we have different kinds of campaigns like search and display and your video and discovery ads. But this is all in one package, PMAX campaign. So that will include everything from display, YouTube or videos and discovery. So it will include all of those campaigns, and Google is introducing that, so that their idea is basically to expand the reach of the audiences that that the one kind of campaign wouldn't do. So they are, according to Google, they are saying that it will expand the conversions and conversion value of the e-com. It's mostly for e-com, sorry, but yeah, so that is what. But the campaigns are not fully matured yet. There are many changes that needs to be done. So currently we are just experimenting or testing them with different accounts, and seeing what kind of results we get.
You touched on PMAX campaigns are really good sort of for reach, right? And you mentioned briefly that's more so focused on e-commerce, right? So, like, to anyone out there, what's the difference between a shopping campaign and a PMAX campaign?
So, like I said, the shopping campaign, it's more like we set up the feed on the merchant center, and it will, the Google, when we run a shopping campaign, it will pull the feed or products from there, and it will show the ads on Google. But with PMAX, yes, it will definitely use the feed, but along with that, there are other ways that you can show the ads. Like it said, it includes display as well as search. So even if someone's typing, let's say, shoes, so they can see the ads from that as well.
Is it more so, I guess, with PMAX campaigns, are they more focused on sort of prospecting, your top of funnel sort of campaigns, or can you use them as remarketing?
No, we can use them either ways, because ultimately it will also be as it can work like the beauty of PMAX campaign is that it can work as inbound as well as an outbound campaign, because the ads will be shown even when someone search for the products or services, and the ads will be shown. We can use that as a remarketing one as well, because because we, like I said, there are display. You can add display the pictures of the products as well, so we can use it either way.
Yeah. So it's. You add, so is it more of a, I guess, you add the photo, you add the picture or the banner. Yeah. So it's similar to display ads, right?
Yeah. So it can be used as everything. Like it's all in one package. We have search, display, discovery, video, shopping.
Yeah, all options. And in terms of sort of your experience, because you mentioned you tested it with different campaigns, different clients. How have you found PMAX campaigns responding so far?
So the experience with PMAX currently is that we have tested it on our clients, like multiple clients. And the most important observation that I've seen is that, whenever we start a PMAX campaign, the performance goes down drastically. So that is something that we notify all our clients that, currently we are starting a PMAX campaign, and so the performance is going to go down, so be prepared. So the issue that is happening is that, PMAX campaign is taking over all the other campaigns, so it's cannibalizing them. Doesn't matter whatever campaign you are running, because because this campaigns consists of all the campaigns in one. So that is why whenever we are running any other campaign, PMAX campaign takes over it. So what we are currently doing is, we are doing a on and off strategy. So every few weeks we turn on the PMAX campaign and we run it for some time, and then we turn off the campaign. But the interesting thing is that whenever we turn off the campaign, again the performance is boosted. So we get lots and lots of data and from the PMAX campaign. For one of our clients, we did it, and we ran the PMAX campaign, and the same thing happened. The performance went down, but we did ran it. And after some time, when we paused the campaign again, we got so much of data, the keywords and a lot more. So based on that data, we created another ad group, and that boosted the campaign performance. So that is what has been going. So that is my number one tip, that if you want to start a PMAX campaign, start by testing it, because so far it has been worked on few of our clients belonging in different industries. So it has been working fine, but start from a low budget.
Yeah.
Because if you spend it on a very high budget, and it's going to cost a lot, because Google will spend a lot. Basically it's trying to find new customers. So whenever Google tries to find a new customer, it spends a lot. It's trying to go, okay, will this customer convert or will this convert or not? So that is what is happening right now. So start with a low budget, see how the results are, and based on that you can decide it. But currently I wouldn't advise to keep it running. Once you start a PMAX campaign, don't run it, do it on and off.
You're saying it's best to do periods, say 2 weeks or 3 weeks of PMAX campaigns, and then another 3 weeks or so of no PMAX campaigns, right? Yeah. I guess the question I had was, is this another thing where Google is, because you know how Google likes to sort of ask people to spend money, right? And sort of create all these sort of automated, we're heading towards automation, and and really Google's after sort of you to spend more and more money, right? And it's almost like we're under that impression that performance isn't an issue. That's that Google don't care about that. Is that another one of those type of Google things, Google campaigns, or is that actually something that we are to look forward to after the testing phase?
When you say that Google wants us to spend money, well, in a way that is true, because for this year, Google's goal, they say that we want to get into automation. Like when Google was first introduced, say I think in 2000s or something, we had more control over what we are doing in Google Ads, with the manual bidding and bidding strategies and everything. And slowly Google is phasing out everything. So it's moving more towards automation. Recently they discontinued. They are going to discontinue the expanded text ads. So we'll just have RSA, the responsive search ads, where you just give them 15 headlines and 4 descriptions, and Google will create ads by itself. So that is happening a lot.
It's
that is happening a lot. And Google many a times suggests us that, okay, do this and do that, but in my experience, whenever we are doing that, we are losing money, not getting more results. So if we get some sort of advice from Google or Google reps, always take it with a grain of salt.
It's interesting you say that. It's really, really interesting, because I guess this is something for most people out there to realize that, or to at least have an understanding, is that, you can run your ads yourself, and you can get advice from, say, Google reps. They're always, I think when you create a new ads account, you always get assigned someone via email, and then eventually, the more you spend, you probably get the opportunity to jump on a call with someone. But it's really important to make mention is that unless you know what you're doing, then it's always best to sort of consult with experts, who work in marketing agencies, who have experience, who ran, massive ad accounts with large spends and have that experience. Because, as you said, take it as a grain of salt. It could be something that's, worth testing, and let's test it, right? But we may have done it before in the past, and it's not really the goal of that client. Because at the end of the day, I guess I'm not going to get too political, but Google may, be trying to push their employees to really do one thing, and that is spend more. If they can spend more, I'm sure they can end up earning more money, maybe by a commission. I'm not sure. I don't know how, I don't know what sort of structure that is. But yeah, it's really, really interesting. And I guess, just back to PMAX campaigns, right? Let's touch on the fact that, it's really good for e-commerce. Now, are there any specific industries which you would prefer to run sort of PMAX campaigns, or really across the board?
Not the particular industry, but so far, we have kind of done it for the fast moving consumer products. We have done it for those, like the products that are high volume products, not exactly high value products, but high volume products, that could go fast, people will order again and again, or the products that are recurring. So we have tried it for those, and haven't really tested for the ones, that say, for example, I don't know, like something that is high value that people won't buy it regularly. We haven't yet tested it for them. It's mostly for high volume products.
Interesting. Because I guess your more sort of high value products, or more expensive products, would search be the best way to target, or best sort of campaign Google search, rather than sort of your PMAX campaigns?
Yeah, because I say that because whenever you look at a graph in Google for the high value products, the sales or is not very it's stagnant. Like the peaks are very low. Like you get a sale for one day, and that would be really high value, say $1,000, $2,000 with just one sale, and then again for a few days there will be nothing out there. So for that we cannot blame PMAX campaign, because that is just the trend of that industry or that kind of product particularly. I don't know if I'm able to explain that properly, but that is what I meant. So for, in that case, we cannot explain them. Let's say whatever, if someone is selling shoes, people are going to buy regularly. So the graph will be different, and there will be sales particularly. But let's say there is some high value product, say electronics, TV or something, that's a very high value product, so people are not going to buy it every now and then. So once you might get a sale for 2 or 3 products, and then again for a few days the graph will be flat.
Interesting. Awesome. Well, I guess being conscious of time, I think, how many minutes, I'm not sure how long it's gone on for, but we aim to cap it at 15 minutes. But I think is there one, I guess my final question is, you know, and I guess let's make it a takeaway type question, right? So what's one takeaway, one key takeaway that you would sort of recommend, you know, in terms of PMAX campaigns, or one sort of message that you'd like to leave, you know, everyone with about PMAX campaigns?
Yeah, so one message that I would say that PMAX campaign is not as bad as people have made it. Like some people say that, oh, Google has introduced PMAX campaign. They want to discontinue the smart shopping campaign, and they're introducing. Yes, smart shopping campaign was good, and I think Google might have bigger plans. So don't just come to the conclusion yet. There are many things that might happen in the near future that we don't know, or the changes that Google will make. So yeah, keep testing.
Yeah, and I think that's the key message across the board is test, right? You know, like,
yeah.
And we, you know, and I think for us as well, you know, our experience is we you know, we always say to clients that we can't assume this is going to, you know, be the correct sort of strategy, right? It's, you know, let's test, let's see what works, and then focus our attention towards what works, right? So I think that's the key message, and I really like, you know, yeah, the way you're thinking on that, and yeah.
Yeah, because we cannot guarantee on anything, even if the short campaigns like search or YouTube ads, we cannot guarantee anything because we never know how the algorithm works. So it's all about that. We always tell our clients that, you know, this is that we will be predicting, but we don't know if it's going to happen or not. We say that we are predicting this growth or something like that, or we are going to predict a downward trend, but we don't know.
Yeah, correct. You don't know, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, we just have to put it out there and see what results we get.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. Thanks, Khushbu, for your time. And yeah, looking forward to, more exciting, you know, as I mentioned before, you know, we're planning on doing ongoing podcasts. So I'm going to introduce the team to you guys. So today it was Khushbu, and then, you know, another day I'll have Tika and, you know, and many of the other team members, Frank, Fadi, as well, to jump on, and yeah, each one will have, be able to share a little bit about sort of, you know, a little bit about what they do, and discuss sort of important and interesting topics, right? So if there's anything that you guys want to hear, then feel free to let us know, you know, either down below or, you know, message us, you know, DM us or whatever at Digital Oasis, and let us know what, you know, topics you want us to explore. But yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys. And yeah, we'll speak soon.